Hey everybody, we have a celebrity guest with us today.
Hey, I'm Gassy McNasty's daughter. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are going to be playing Demon Hunt. So glad you are here with us. Hope you enjoy the gameplay.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed our celebrity appearance. Let's hop right into it. All right, cool deal. Let's see what we got going here. Okay. So we got our hub here. Looks like we got a lot of meta progression. Can't unlock anything, so what we're going to do is just try and hop into the first map if we can. Looks like we can do some crafting. Looks like we can, get unique items and everything. But first things first is we definitely just have to go in for a run and see how this game operates. Okay, it's pretty cool artwork. I guess this is the launcher, so we would pick one of these guys we'd want to fight, and it's all going to be at the place called Willowmore. It looks like. So let's go ahead and get this frog. Let's see what's going on with him. Demons might spawn Habubu eggs upon death. Okay. Touching demons deals 100% more damage. Bosses have more abilities. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's showing what our modifiers can do to make the run even more difficult. For our first run, though, I think we're just going to do just the basic hunt. So we're going to try and survive long enough to kill Habubu. Wait, Hababu. There we go. All right, let's get into it. All right, spacebar is our ability, which lets us dash a little bit. I'm trying to see the cooldown. All right, the cooldown is at the bottom right beside our level. We have our experience bar, the blue one that keeps going up. All right, so what are we gonna go with? You know what, let's go with, this is our primary weapon, so we can increase the damage, the pierce count, and attack speed. I almost always want to go with pierce count. Could get us a shield, or we could get critical hit chance. But I think we're going to go with the pierce count. Okay, we got 2 skill points. Let's do that twice then. Oh no, the next upgrade takes 2. Let's do attack speed then. All right, let's keep it going. I do like the aesthetic of this game. It's like a higher resolution. I mean, a lot of these bullet heaven type games are, they're 64-bit or they're pixel art, which is fine. I like that too, but this one is very cool to look at. All right, ember weapons have chance for combustion. Ember damage. Let's see. All right, this is basically garlic. We definitely want this. If you guys know about Vampire Survivors, you know that, no, we can't get it. We don't have enough. All right, so what we're going to do is, I wish we could save that, but we cannot. We're just going to resume. We're going to save up some more points. This looks like little altars where we can get some stat bonuses. All right. Looks like we got a new enemy type, a flying bird. I would love to get a secondary attack, so let's see what we can do. Okay, this one looks pretty cool. A swarm. We lose health if we stop moving. Okay. You know, we're gonna go with the attack. We're gonna go with the swarm attack. Let's see. I always want to do pierce count, in my opinion. Okay, that looks really cool. And this is our first time playing this game. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. So far, anyways. The music's pretty chill. It's laid back. I really can't complain about that at all. Hopefully they'll have more than just one track, but we'll find out soon. Okay, attack speed 12%. That's awesome. We're definitely taking that one. And also attack speed on our main weapon, which we can't get. Just kidding. All right, we'll do max health then. All right, let's see what we got over here. That was attack speed. I'm assuming these guys are going to split when we kill them, but that's okay. Okay, so this is, I should have looked at this with Ember projectile, so we would have benefited from those other perks, but that's okay. Now, this one's corrosive, which sounds familiar to caustic, but I don't think it's the same thing. So we're gonna go with attack speed on the secondary weapon. Yep, they split just like that. Looks like we got our first elite. Typical bullet heaven genre type activities. All right, what do we got? Got some purple and orange stuff. All right, we can have this basic one here or the turbo gears to upgrade. Let's see, health 2% or attacking 4%. Let's go with attack speed. That's cool. You have an option to upgrade your stuff so you can create a variety of builds. I like it. Not mad at it at all. Okay. This would be some health regen under trees. We have 4 skill points now. I don't intend on missing health, so this one would be good, but I'm either gonna go with pierce count and damage, or I am gonna, you know what, let's take the regeneration under a tree. We just have to be mindful that we have to be under the tree for that. And we will do, let's do pierce count. All right. Currently don't see any trees. That's okay. Let's see what this thing is here. All right, attack speed, sweet. All right, so here's our trees. We're at 62 out of 65. All right, it is very beneficial. It heals pretty quick, so heck yeah. All right, move speed. If you guys know me and how I like to play with these characters and these builds, I always go with move speed if I can. It's better to be able to get away from your enemies than to be surrounded by them. Let's go with pierce count again. I do enjoy that, so. I did not mean to reroll. I guess I accidentally clicked it, but that's okay. What do we got here? We got an item? Okay, what do we get? It did not show us. Oh, it said amplified module. Okay. So I guess we can equip those maybe. Get attack speed. Maybe once we get back to our hub. Crit chance is good. 20% of armor. I wonder if we can see our stats. We can. Just hit escape. We currently have no armor, so it's that's not going to benefit us right now. So we're going to do the crit chance and keep rolling. All right, so we're getting swarmed pretty hard here, but that's okay. I do like the mini map here that shows you where the items are. I'm not sure what this A is, unless it's like an artifact. Okay. All right. XP gain would be pretty good, but we got attack speed and pierce count. Now this one throws out a lot more projectiles, so let's get the pierce count on this one. Okay. Alter. So now I need to know what the W is. Well, okay, makes sense. I thought we were gonna spell out a word or something. All right, 2% attack speed. All right, cool deal. So far, so good. We're on wave 9. It looked like we got experience gain. Yeah, let's take the experience gain. All right, we got our first named boss, Yabi. Nothing too special about him. We just got to make sure we avoid his fire arrows there, which look like skulls. Okay, didn't expect that. It did pop up a little indicator of where he's going to land. So if you see that, well, actually that one didn't show me either. Just have to be careful. All right, there we go. It's very brief. You know what? We're at 55. Let's stand under this tree real quick. There we go. Okay. I do got to remember we have a dash ability. Okay, that was a tiny red indicator, but the tree's protecting us. All right, we're gonna heal up. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. All right, what's over here? Yeah, we almost have him about half health. We're getting there. All right, we got a little bit more damage. Now the range on our secondary attack is way shorter than our primary. Oh, he fooled me. I thought he was going to go to that spot down at the bottom there. Oh, okay, so those things explode when you get close to them. But we're not going to have to worry about that too much longer here. This Yabi is about destroyed. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. What are we going to upgrade? The blaster for more damage and attack speed. That's kind of weird. The pierce count went from 2 to 2, which maybe it's like 2.5 and it just won't show 3. I think we're going to go with the swarm. Let's upgrade that. Oh, we can upgrade artifacts as well. Probably going with the attack speed. 4% is pretty significant. Move speed's good. It's only 2% though. Yeah, we're gonna go with the attack speed. Alright, yeah, the attack speed I think was the best choice. Alright, we got a well and an altar. Now what is the C? It's just a chest. So we got amplified engine. Okay. Alright, so we're getting a new weapon. Alright, now this is corrosive and this is ember. I do like the spinning attacks around us. Yeah, we're gonna go with the orbiter here. Well, we could actually get both if we wanted to. Attack and move speed. This is awesome. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this other weapon as well. I don't know if there's a limit to how many we can have, but we're going to find out. Alright, so this is kunai, so more attacks. Yeah, let's get that upgraded. Oh yeah. So we need 4 for our next upgrade, and it's going to be piercing as an evolution to the weapon. Okay. Now we've got some DPS. I do like the orbiting attack. Alright, we got ember damage. We're going to take that. Actually, we need to save up our skill points because I would love to get the kunai evolved. Alright, critical chance is up. Looks like we got some warthogs trying to get us. Now, I'm assuming this might go to 20 waves and we're on wave 12. We'll have to see. Yeah, let's save 4 to evolve our weapon, but we will do the orbit speed on this one. All right. The faster that rotates around us, the more damage we're going to be able to do. Which with the increase in enemies and tankier enemy types, we're going to need that extra DPS. Alright. Well, that weapon is just not going to come up for us. We have 6, so we can upgrade the attack speed. Actually, we're going to do pierce count to 3. Alright. It's really cool. You can see all your stuff over here on the right. I do wish that it would pop up some stats on it if you hovered your mouse over it, but that's okay. That's just me complaining about little stuff. And, you know, sometimes the devs will actually listen to our feedback. So if there's anything you guys want changed with these games or think they need to update, you let them know, because more often than not, the developers want to make sure this game is up to our standards. So your voice is important. This one's good. Decrease damage from enemy projectiles. It could be beneficial, but we're going to go with pierce count. All right. And while we have this evolution here, we can ricochet. We're definitely going to take this. We'll have to save up 4 for the other one. All right. You can see the orange bullet just kind of bouncing off all the targets there. All right, we're already fully healed up. All right, so all this blue on the map, we got us an elite enemy here. Let's see what we can get from him. Perfect. The moment that I don't have the skill points for it, perfect. We're going to increase the attack speed here and keep going. So what we need to do is get all this experience. All right, move speed's always good. Attack and move speed. I think we're going to go with this one. Critical chance. Ember damage. Yeah, we're going to do attack and move speed. And we're going to try and circle back and get as much of this experience as we can. All right, we got a new, looks like a swamp guy or something. Every area weapon. Okay. Let's get the damage and radius up on this. So we'll do damage rate. Oh, okay. You can only pick 2 out of the 3 paths. Good to know for the future. I guess we're gonna go radius, and I'm not sure how much this is gonna benefit us, but let's go ahead and get that as well. I would love to have an additional orbiting projectile, but I don't know if we can actually get that. We'll see. I like that the minimap shows you the experience that you have not gotten. Okay, our main weapon that ricochets has a chance to cause combustion, which is extra damage. So we're going to take that. And area weapon damage, that's got to be our orbiter. Okay, we actually got hit for the first time in a while. Gonna utilize this health regen under the trees. Okay, I see what hit us. Yes, we needed that magnet. What damaged me so much? Did I walk in? Oh, the green acid on the ground will damage us. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this maxed out here, and we'll take a little bit less damage from enemy projectiles. We'll take that one there. Keep on going. I would like to, yeah, let's go towards this orange indicator here. See if we can get a little bit of an upgrade. It's an altar, so it's probably going to be damaged, like 2%. Yeah, look at that. I'm smart. I know things. Alright, got some more damage. Alright, we have just 1 point. This will be good. Passive, we don't have to stand on a tree all the time for health regen. Alright, we got Jaya. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a lot of bullets. That's okay, we can make it through. Lucky for us, we have a decent ranged attack that's pretty much hitting Jaya when we're just out of range, so. Alright. Oh, there we go. Thought we were gonna get hit there, but we did not. Played like a pro. Alright, let's get back to the boss here. Otherwise, we'll just keep running around the outside here. And we don't want to do that. We want to be close enough to get some big damage on him. He is about to be destroyed, so. I'm pretty sure good old Jaya here did not touch us once. That was exciting. Kunai, what do we got here? We can get more, and once we actually get the upgrade, but we're gonna go with this one. Blue's better, right? Alright, we'll take that. Alright, we got more healing under the tree, or do we have, we'll do attack speed and move speed for sure. We got a legendary there. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. We're on the wave 20, so got us some more damage. Alright, these looks like chicken horses. Alright, we now have enough for piercing for our kunai, so that's awesome. And we can do more attack speed and damage. Perfect. No. I guess we're only going to go with damage. I need to really hammer it out in my head that you can only pick 2 out of the 3 paths. Alright, we're doing pretty well. Now, I think we've seen a boss on wave 10 and 20. So I may be wrong. We may have a final boss on round 30. Let's go ahead and get the orbit speed and radius up. Well, leech would be nice. Yeah, we're gonna take leech for sure. Let's do orbit speed. There we go. Nice. So we can have, let's do pierce count, of course. I do have a slight preference for piercing damage, or piercing in general. If you guys have seen my Brotato videos, then you have definitely seen me get excited for the piercing modifier on that game. So ideally, I'd want to have a bunch of lifesteal, a bunch of piercing damage, and SMGs. I feel unstoppable with that build. Alright. Swarms orbiting around you in a cloud. Alright. I'm excited to see what that is. No! Alright, we're gonna resume. Alright, we are regenning. It's like 0.2, so every 4 or 5 seconds we'll get a health regeneration point, so not mad at that. Alright, we're gonna save up our materials. Looks like we got us a very, very angry warhog over here. We're gonna need to stay out from in front of him. We'll need to go to the left or the right, or walk right back into his attack, whatever. Alright, let's see. Let's do armor, help us out a little bit. We're gonna save this for the evolution. Hoping this warthog's gonna go down. There we go. Looks like we got us a magnet, which is awesome. Health regeneration, critical chance. It's more of a chance for the combustion, which is nice. Okay. So we only have one area weapon. This would be like 4% damage for our other two weapons, which isn't terrible, but I think we're gonna go with the critical chance. So the acid pools are very sneaky. That was cool. I just now seen that there is a potion that was green on the ground. Now this is kind of cool. Every second we have a chance to get a larger attack that lasts for 5 seconds. So I'm definitely going to take that. Let's do that too. Keep on moving. So we should have a boss here in the next 3 waves. Hopefully it is our big frog friend and we can actually take him out on our first run on Demon Hunt. I also have to give another shout out to my wonderful celebrity daughter. If it wasn't for her playing these types of games a few years back and showing them to me on her phone, then this wouldn't have become my favorite genre and I wouldn't be here streaming and spending time with you guys. So another shout out to her. She's awesome. We're gonna take, let's see if we can get an evolution on orbit speed. Okay, there we go. This will give us a second orbiter, so we need to save up 4 points for that. If I'm not mistaken, the game that really caught my attention was a game called Survivor IO. Alright, if we get another orbiter, we're going to be doing pretty good. But for now, of course, you know, I don't save up my materials like I need to. Alright, we're gonna pass on that upgrade. Hopefully we can get another one here soon. So you get your levels down there at the bottom. So technically you have a level up bar. But it's different in this game because you don't instantly go to the level up screen and pick something. You save up your level up points, and after each wave is when you can upgrade your stuff. Alright, we're definitely gonna go with the second orbiter. We want that, and we're still gonna save up for this guy over here. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Now we're dealing with somebody called Mifareth. Okay. Ooh. Okay. It's not bad. I just need to it's a unique placement of those because it's basically, it looks like it's predicting where I'm moving and going in front of it. And it's kind of the opposite of how these games usually work. It usually works as, you know, the oh, that was unique. Okay, so it goes one way and then the other. But typically these games will predict, you know, where you're at and it'll throw the attack that way. This one is actually predicting where you're going to be, so I like that. It's very unique. Adds another challenge to the game. I'm going to try and get over here and get some this experience. I actually want to get near this tree as well. Try to heal up a little bit. Alright. So Mifareth was definitely the hardest challenge of this run so far. Oh, we made it past him. Alright, so we got damage here, and our pierce count goes up. Where we have more orbit speed and damage. I think we're gonna go with this one. Yeah. And we are also decreased damage from projectiles. Let's do some more armor here. Alright, cool deal. Get our magnet. Get all this experience. So surely we got to be coming up on the main boss soon. Just know if you start one of these runs in Demon Hunt that you will be, if you make it to the end anyways, you will be playing quite a bit. It'll be a pretty long run. We're gonna go ahead and get this upgrade now that we have the materials. Kind of curious how the cloud's gonna work for us, but let's check it out. And we have enough for some more attack speed, so we're gonna do that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. It's like a pseudo garlic. It's like a wave of protection. I really like that. That's cool. It's almost like we have 2 orbiters around us. All right, let's wonder what happens when we fully max this out. Does the weapon just disappear from the choices? Pretty sure it would. Can't get another upgrade right now. We're close to doing that on the other 2 weapons as well. All right, there we go. Now that combustion zone, I'm pretty sure that is ours from our Ember attack because it's not damaging us, I don't believe. Nope. So we can feel free to walk into that. Alright, let's get this one maxed out. Get some damage here. Alright, we're doing pretty good. I do like that each wave is roughly, 20 seconds, so. Alright, let's get this healing right here, which we're full up, but we got a potent battery just now. Alright, let's max this one out. Keep on trucking. I think I kind of like that way of leveling up because it's not just one point that you're going to allocate to something. If you want to fully upgrade something, you need to save up your points, and I typically want to spend all my points as soon as I get them. So I do like that strategic aspect of this game anyways. Alright, area damage, which is our orbiters. We're going to take that. Oh, we could have got another weapon. I just don't pay attention. That's all right. Ooh, got this cockatrice here. I don't know what you would. It's just like a big old bird. Got us some more damage. All right, not too shabby. All right, so we can have a minigun or more garlic. But we do have the perk that we have a % chance to create those ember pools on the ground. You know what? I think we're going to go with this, the minigun. Alright, then I got to remember we can only do 2 out of these 3. We can do attack, speed, range, or damage. I think I'm going to go attack, speed, and damage on this one. Okay. It does put out a decent amount of damage, so I'm not mad at that. Alright, the cockatrice is down. Alright, we got armor and regeneration. Let's go with the regeneration. I feel like we're going to be able to tank a couple more hits here and there. And we'd like to be able to survive, right? That's the goal. Get to the end of this. Hopefully, fingers crossed, beat the boss. That's cool. And we don't have any caustic. This is confusing because if caustic is corrosive, which makes sense to me, this would be beneficial, but I don't think that's what our stuff is. Now let's just save our materials. Got a heal here. Okay, I gotta be mindful of the projectiles coming in. I think it's the little mini birds that are shooting us with range damage, so we gotta pay attention to that. Nope, it's these little moth-looking things. Yeah, we definitely want the pickup range. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get all these artifacts if we can. I feel like there should be maybe like upgraded artifacts on the field. I mean, 2% damage increase or speed increase. I mean, that's still good too. So, not mad at it. Oh, we can have another weapon. All right, we're not. Void looks cool. I would assume looks cool on random enemies. So it's just mortar, I guess, like the weapon's called. But I think we're gonna keep going with the ember focus. So we'll get some grenades here. We can actually get both. You know, we're getting both. No, we can't. All right, so we can only get one weapon at a time. It's good to know. We go with attack, speed, and damage. All right, we should have our 4th boss, and I'm really hoping it is the final boss here in the next 11 seconds. We'll see. Kind of should have saved that in case it is a difficult boss. All right, what do we got here? 4 points to spend. We're gonna do. Well, we don't want that. We want our regeneration. This is the grenades, so we could upgrade both of these. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we got Helzen, which is not the final boss. Okay. Cool. Have to use our ability to get out of there. Okay. I see. This guy is on our tail. Alright. It's okay. We got this. Okay, that's unique. Alright, we got him under halfway health, so just gotta keep on trucking. I would like to stand under that tree and get a little bit more healing, but he's all over us. Maybe if we can get to this one, we'll be alright. Alright, that attack's a lot larger now. Okay, let's get out of there. He's almost dead. We just gotta stay focused. We got this. There we go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, we got the swarm here, which is our main damage, I believe. More attack rate, more radius, more piercing, attack speed. Can't really go wrong here. We're gonna take that. It's ultra. Ultra is after legendary. It's good to know. Let's go ahead and get this critical chance up. All right, we're gonna heal up a little bit. A little bit as in negate our healing by ignoring the range damage. We got another tree over here, though. What is that? It's shiny, so I want to pick it up. Damage increase. We can take that. Alright, it is a diffused reactor, level 3. So once we're done with this run here, we're going to go back to the hub, see what these upgrades are about, and see what we can do with our character for meta progression, and then we'll call it for this video. You know what? Maybe it is corrosive. We're gonna go ahead and get it. All right, we want attack speed and attack speed. Alright, so it's getting more and more difficult to keep our health up. Let's get to this tree here. Now, good to know that these ranged attacks actually go through the trees. I thought they would hit them. There we go. Let's get some more damage here. Alright, let's keep rolling. That does a lot of stat upgrades on the right side of the screen there, which is cool. Doesn't seem like, you know, up to this point yet that there's a limit. Let's go ahead and get our damage upgrade, and now we'll have cluster bombs. So we need to save up 4. Oh, those boys are beefy. They're like some golem type characters. And they're taking a long time to die, which is okay. They're still gonna get it, don't worry. Projectiles deal more damage to closer enemies. Okay, that's unique. I like that. Don't have enough for this anyway, so let's go ahead and save up. Looks like we got us another elite here, the green goblin. See, I got greedy with that heal there. Ended up getting damaged. Okay, we're at full health though. I was maybe being a little bit dramatic. I tend to do that sometimes. Alright, we're gonna save up because I want our cluster grenades here. Alright. Gotta find us an escape route down here. Now we're gonna circle back. Oh, did not want to take that damage, but it's okay. We're gonna hide out under the tree here in a second anyway. Deal more damage at the end of a wave. That's kind of cool. If we're not, not thinking we can make it through the wave, then this last 5 seconds could benefit us. We can first get the cluster, and then we're gonna take this. And since the waves are only 20 seconds long, that's basically 25% of the time we're doing 25% more damage, so I'm not upset at that. This guy has an extreme amount of health. This is kind of cool. It makes all our weapons catch up a little bit. Yeah, I like that. And we'll do damage. Alright. Finally, it took that guy forever. We need to circle back for that upgrade though. Let's see if we can get down there. Evasion. Now we're gonna do attack speed here. See if we can get both of these at once. We can. It's awesome. And we definitely need this magnet. Okay, this is good. More damage. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. See our cluster grenades going off. They look really cool. Alright, so we're about to be on the 50th wave, so I'm really hoping that the boss is here. If the main boss isn't here, then I would love for the game to have a quick mode, because a lot of people aren't going to have time to sit down and dedicate this much time to one run, so let's see. Increases leech chance and leech power. Okay, while below 25% health. This is all based on missing health. Let's just go with attack speed here. Let's keep on rolling. Alright guys, we have made it to Hababu. He's got some, looks like forest earth type attacks. And he's not very mobile, so we're definitely going to have a difficult time getting in there to him. Alright, and we have to pay more attention to things outside of just the bright lights, because the green attacks that he does, there's no bright indicator on that. Alright, Hababu. Oh man. Alright, so we just need to get good. That's all we need. Alright. So if it's just these attacks, I can see. The problem is, it starts releasing the other ones. we don't currently have a tree out here. He's at halfway health. We're below halfway. So what I want to do is I want to get far away from him. That way maybe we can regenerate some of our health. What is this? We can't get that? Okay. That's fine. We got a tree over here. Didn't think we had one. He's just chilling in the middle, so we're going to heal up as much as we can. Alright, come on, dude. There we go. Kind of abusing the system, but hey, whatever works, you know. If he's going to attack from a distance and not really move, and we got this tree to heal up, then of course, you know, end of the day, we want to win by any means necessary. Alright, we're fully healed up. Let's go back in. Let's see what we can do. That is a lot of attacks. Alright, we're close. Okay, those things are hitting for 1 each. Let's, you know, we can kind of tank those green things. Oh, we cannot tank those boulders. Holy crap. Alright, let's get back to our tree, our hidey hole over here. Jeez, I did not expect that. Alright, so he's down to about a quarter health. He let us know real quick if we get close to him, he's going to mess us up, so got to be a little bit more strategic about this. Alright, we're almost healed all the way back up, so we're about to jump back in and let him know who's boss. Jeez. Okay. Alright. So we're just going to keep chipping away at a little bit of a distance. Okay, so like this is his final, like, so his final hoorah. Alright. So we killed Hababu on our first attempt. I'm very excited about that. Let's see. The Orbiter dealt the most damage. And then our Blaster was second. So we dealt over 1.3 million, 1.2, 1 million. All right, that was quite the run there. We are back at the hub here. Let's see what we got. So we have 210 of this material. So we can get more rerolls, HP, and health. Or okay, so there's different colors. The buff lasts longer. Experience gain would be good. Okay. I think we're gonna go with, oh, obviously we want to move faster. Well, no, that's activation. Okay. Gain max HP when you pick up a health pack. That sounds really good. We're gonna do that. And we have to select a slot. That's kind of unique. All right. Okay, so we have to unlock these. We only have the opportunity. So it looks like when we upgrade these, it's going to be a color associated with it. Maybe we'll unlock some orange ones, but for now, we're just going to put it right there. And that's pretty cool. We're going to build up our health. Now we can't afford anything else. So we're going to back out here. Let's see what's over here. Okay, so we can upgrade our stuff. Critical power, damage, knockback. Okay, so we have some of this stuff over here. Yeah, we're definitely going to equip the Ultra. There's area damage, caustic damage, luck, critical power, attack speed. And let's see, is there a compare? Oh yeah, it shows right below us. Leech chance, knockback, leech power, and evasion. Way better. Okay. Craft a set item or cycle for set essences. All right, so we're gonna hold on to that because I don't quite know what that's for. Projectile damage, ember damage, and experience. Heck yeah. All right. Obviously, what we're gonna try and focus on upgrading will be this one here. Just gonna take these materials that we picked up during the run, and you can see the increase here. All right, so we're gonna upgrade that. Or can we upgrade? It's not letting us. So we don't have any of this, it looks like. We only have 100 of this material. So maybe we can't upgrade it. Which is kind of odd. Okay, so this just does the level. This does rarity. All right. Well, I want to upgrade something, but we don't have the extra material. So it looks like we're going to have to upgrade this one, which not a huge fan of that. See, we don't have any of the extra material, which I'm assuming they didn't think we're going to win our first run, so they want us to play more to get more materials. There's a crafting system here. Okay. You can select the type of material you want, so maybe we'd go for sensor. Okay. And of course, we can only do rare because we have none of this. Or common. Level 2, 3, 4. All right, let's just see what we can get here. I mean, I would take critical power over range, I guess. All right, so that's kind of the upgrade system there. Let's see. This goes somewhere over here. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to do some more learning on that. This is where we launch. Let's see what this is here before we call it on this video. So we have 6 upgrade points for the Strider. Okay. We can start at each one of these spots, it looks like. Sprint speed, weapon damage. We're going to go with the regeneration slot here. Yeah, we're going to keep doing that. And we got pickup range while sprinting. All right. Oh, and this is just a list of all our weapons. Like a codex system. All right, guys. So if you've made it to the end of the video, I just want you to know that you are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. If you could do me a huge favor, you could like the video, share it. And if you do like content like this, then go ahead and subscribe as well, because I'm going to be coming out with stuff like this regularly, pretty much daily. Again, until next time, take it easy.